Hey folks, today we're going to be taking a quick look at an ASUS. This is a GV301Q series, and I'm going to show you some specs on it, give you an idea of what all the different ports are along these sides there in the back, and then I'll just tell you some general feedback on it. So first up, let's take a look at the specs. Now for those curious, I do have the screen brightness all the way cranked up to the max setting there, you can see, and that kind of gives you an idea of the brightness level of the screen there. All right, so let's take a look at the specs first. And when I flip it over on the bottom, I'll show you the full model with the exact configuration on this particular unit. But you can see this one comes with the Ryzen. Here, let me come a little bit closer so you can see that better. This comes with the Ryzen 9, the 5900HS with the 3.3 gigahertz processor with the Radeon graphics, okay? And that's the onboard graphics. Then it has the 16 gigs of RAM there. This one comes with Windows 11 Home. But check out what really I think makes this unit so impressive, and that is they managed to fit, in addition to the Radeon graphics that are integrated in the motherboard, they managed to fit an Nvidia Geforce Rtx 3050 Ti. And this particular one comes equipped with 4 gigs of VRAM. So that's pretty impressive that in such a small laptop, in fact, let me pull out my ruler here so you can kind of get an idea of size. So you can see across this particular laptop, it is not even 12 inches across there. And I'll give you some more measurements once we go around the body, but it's really impressive that they fit such a powerful graphics card in such a compact laptop here. So really neat. But if you're interested in some of the other specs, you can pause it here. You can see the Wi-Fi, the processor all expanded out there, and so forth, okay? This one also has a 1 terabyte SSD. So again, I mean, they could have put a 512 in there or 256, but they went with the 1 terabyte, which is very nice. And then for those interested on the native screen resolution, this is a 13.4. Just let me go back here. The native screen resolution is, oh, sorry about that, folks. There it is, 1920 by 1200. So again, a 13.4, and it is a WUXGA there. You'll notice down here in the lower corner that they talk about it being 120 hertz refresh, and it is the 16:10 ratio. So a little bit wider across the screen here. All right, pretty good viewing angles. You can see as I turn it, gets a little bit brighter, obviously, when you're looking head on, but not too bad from the sides there. You'll notice the keyboard is backlit all the way across there. All right, and then the actual casing itself has, I would say, some kind of alloy finish here. It's got a texture to it for sure, kind of a diagonal, just a grid across it there. Diagonal stripes, essentially. And it's got a nice texture to it. It obviously is going to show some fingerprints. You can see, even though we've wiped it down, just me using it here these last few minutes, it is showing some fingerprints there, but it's some kind of metal alloy, it appears. I don't think it's a plastic. And so it's going to wipe up pretty good. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea of the finish. The trackpad is a little bit on the smaller side, but again, this is a smaller, more compact laptop. I would say the keyboard itself, and again, I'll just bring the ruler out so you can kind of see if you have a laptop you want to compare. But you can see from left shift key to right shift key, it's just under 11 inches there. So pretty compact keyboard, but I still think it, even if you've got large hands like I have, you're not going to be having too many issues there using the keyboard. You do have the standard function keys, along with, you can see things like the display, brightness, things like that. And of course with ASUS, they have what they're known for here, the volume up, down, the mic. And then I believe that has something to do with the ASUS app, if I'm not mistaken. I just pressed it here. Yep. So it looks like that's going to open up some of the, okay, here they're calling it the Armory Crate. All right, so some of the different settings you can do for gaming and whatnot. All right, let's take a look at some of the ports, though, off to the side here. I'll just start on this left side. So you can see it's got the ROG, let's see, I think that's a cap here for the XGM, but let me double check here. Yep, there you go. So you can see they've got the USB port there, and then the proprietary, I guess, XGM port. And so they've got this nice silicone cover to keep that all protected and make sure that none of that gets dust in there. Then you've got a standard HDMI port, a tri-port for your headphone and mic there, and then you've got a power light, battery charging light, and that's about it on the left side. There's a little bit of ventilation here, you can see, just some grids, and this kind of has a sharp angle where it kind of tapers off to the side there. All right, along the front, no ports along there, no surprise right. Let me get it to focus better for you so you can see. My apologies there. There we go. So you can see it's got that same design, kind of a diagonal angled cut there that they chose to do on the design. And then it kind of tapers off to the right side here. Then on the right side, get it to focus again. We are looking at your power button. It's kind of an interesting location here. A little bit of a surprise for me as a new user, but you know, once you figure out where it is, you remember it's right there. Then you've got a high-speed USB and another USB-C port right there, and then you can see kind of some of the ventilation there that they've got off to the one side there. All right, sorry about the focus, folks. There we go. Then you can see a little bit better. You can see inside all the fins and everything for the heatsink. All right. Then on the top casing, we've got kind of that same diagonal line. It's just a bigger grid here compared to the palm rest area. And so again, it's some kind of alloy, I believe, some kind of metal alloy on the top there. And you can see it again. It's going to show some fingerprints, but you can wipe those off. And then you'll notice there's a slight kind of a change in the pattern here across the middle, running diagonally, that kind of gives you a little bit and breaks up this solid color here. But overall, I think it's a nice touch. You know, it makes it look interesting, considering that it's just a laptop lid there. And you can see the hinge design, how that looks. They've got two hinges, pretty standard there, and quite a bit of ventilation along the back here, all the way across. Then on the bottom, we've got some more ventilation here on both sides at the key points. And we do have some rubber feet there. Looks like 4 plus a small one here in the middle and the top. But for those interested on the exact model, if you want to pause it right now, you're going to find that model right here. And that'll give you the exact configuration of this particular unit. Again, it is the GV301Q. But overall, you know, it's a nice, very nice compact unit. And again, very impressive that they were able to stuff a GeForce RTX 3050 Ti into this compact form factor. Really impressive that they did that. But I'd love to hear your feedback. What are 3 things that you like about this particular laptop and 3 things you dislike? Definitely let us know in the comments below. But I hope these close-up views are helpful. For those who don't know, JBrokers is a risk-free secondhand marketplace, and we buy and sell all kinds of items ranging from gadgets, just like this laptop here, to guitars, collectibles, and so forth. So if you're interested in selling something, definitely check out our website. We're a great alternative to Facebook Marketplace or eBay or some of those other sites where there's a lot of risk involved. And so we eliminate all that risk and all that hassle. In fact, we have over 3,000 common products in our database where you can get an instant offer 24/7 from the convenience and safety of your home. So definitely check us out at jaybrokers.com. That's JAY brokers.com. Thanks for watching.